Hey friend, it's Sylvia and I'm glad you've joined me on this journey. I class myself as a thriving introvert, enlightening not just introverts, but anyone who wants to be empowered to thrive and be all that they are purposed to be. So, welcome to my world. A friend of mine asked me of recent if I still thought myself as an introvert, and my answer was, of course. You might wonder why she asked though, because she had been around me for so long that she now saw me differently. She saw the talkative nature that I had and the outgoing part of me. I always had something to say. In fact, one of my daughters said to me some time ago, Mommy, you have so many things to say, just like me. And this, my daughter, is not an introvert. I really wouldn't have classed myself as talking too much, but I guess I have a lot to teach them about life. Now, hearing from this friend and my daughter, you would mistaken me as an outgoing person, but put in a different setting, it will be more obvious to you. I can be in my head a lot of times, a deep thinker, but I'm gradually forming my tribe and I go where I can be relevant or I can intentionally live out my purpose. Let me paint another picture as the case is different with my team members as an engineer. I could be classed as being quiet with not much to say, not much banter, but again, I am intentional. In fact, I was waiting for my manager to play the you should work on being confident card in my performance review. Then I told him that I may not be the loudest person in the room, but I speak when I need to speak and just get on with the work. My work speaks for itself. I recently attended a training meeting at the office where there were lots of interaction at the training. People asking questions, wanting their voice to be heard, and so on. However, on this occasion, I was on mute, silent, listening to the wealth of knowledge in the room while at the same time I was wondering what I was doing there. By day three of the meeting, I had given up. I was exhausted being in the same room with the Lord that I just wanted to have lunch by myself, on my own, no small talk. I used to be hard on myself previously, but now I know better. This is me. And if you're going to judge me for not speaking up just for speaking up's sake, so be it. I am not interested. Sometimes I attend a meeting with my spouse, and afterwards I give him some analysis of the meeting that he was oblivious to. My husband is an extrovert. So when I am in that meeting, not saying much, I don't beat myself up that I am not like my extroverted husband. I just be. Of course, if it is a meeting I am chairing, I have come prepared with a purpose. And also I am intentional about the meeting agenda and I will speak up. It is always so much easier if one is aware of the purpose and intention of a meeting beforehand. But I know this is not always practical. As an introvert, don't be forced to speak up because of fear of what people will think if you don't. You are a good listener at heart and also good at analyzing. And while you are at it, if you have something to say it. If not, don't be afraid to give your analysis later after the meeting. I think we put too much pressure on ourselves to try and outdo our colleagues or listen to the voice in our head telling us to talk, that we forget that we are graced with meekness, strength under control. Listen, then talk with intention. And if you eventually didn't really have anything to say, then don't. No judgment. As an introvert, you have to learn to be your biggest cheerleader. Be grounded that you are uniquely made and you have a voice. When your voice needs to be heard, don't be afraid to use it because you feel you have been silent for too long and it is better to be kept that way. No, use your voice intentionally. This is why you have to choose your association intentionally. I know in a school you are thrown into some classroom environment that you would not have chosen for yourself. And there might be a lot of toxicity trying to make you question your identity and name you as shy. But choose your friends carefully, knowing that you have a lot to offer them. Don't suck up to people by thinking you owe them a favor because they became your friend. You are a valuable friend. Choose your inner circle carefully because you've got a lot to offer. If you haven't already, you will eventually find your tribe where you can express yourself and be mistaken as for an extrovert, or an avenue like this where you let out what the world needs to hear so you can live your life with purpose. Either way, no matter where you are on the journey of life, you have a lot to give, a lot to say, a lot to contribute. So don't limit yourself. Having a journal is a key thing for me because that's where I get to articulate my thoughts and make room for more. Treasure your thoughts, write them down, and be a gift to your world. The world needs your unique you. So don't dilute you by trying to be someone else. Until next time, my friend, it's your host, Sylvia Nwokolo, reminding you to keep winning, thriving, and shining. God bless.